Magic Johnson. Your rookie year, go to the finals versus Dr. J. You're able to beat them. Finals MVP as a rookie. But before we get to the finals...
At center.
Before we get to that finals experience, Dr. J is someone you looked up to.
Yeah.
I heard in college, he kind of rolled out the red carpet to you. Explain that story about Dr. J.
Yeah, so I was leaving school, and I called him up. And so he said, I said, hey, what is it like leaving? You left, so I want you to tell me what it's like for me to leave Michigan State early. And so he was explaining to me on the phone, and then he said, I'm gonna do you one better. Fly out to Philly and hang out with me for the weekend. I said, what? Doc, no, Doc.
That's the doc.
This is Dr. J.
Right.
Saying a young fella can come hang with him, and he put me up at his crib at the big mansion.
Yeah.
How'd he pick you up?
Oh, a limo. Come on, man. Man, a brother was like, oh, shoot. I'm calling everybody. I'm with Dr. J at his house. And so, you know, I'm sitting there living in the living room, and he's talking to me, and I'm just zoning out. Like, I can't even believe it. I've always had docs on.
Yeah.
So now I'm with him? Oh, it was crazy, man. So we hung out the whole weekend. Wife took great care of me as well. I went to a couple playoff games. He was in the playoff. He gave me some great advice. And then here it is, 7 months later, I'm playing the brother in the NBA Finals. My idol. I'm playing him in the NBA Finals.
That fast.
And so I said, man, I love you, but I gotta take him out.
Got to, yeah.
I got to take him out.
Ain't no choice.
But when he came down that middle, on that right side,
Yeah.
and cuffed that ball on Coop.
On Coop. Coop made a bad business decision by jumping.
Remember he rocked it? Bam! I said, oh, man. And then the other one was he came down the right side, and he jumped out of bounds, and he started walking.
The finger roll, yeah. In the air.
In the air. Fro going back. Bunted against the glass is good. I said, man, this dude is too much, man. He was doing that Jordan stuff before Michael.
Yeah.
And people forget that.
Yeah.
He was the first dude walking in the air. Oh, man, it was so much fun playing against Doc, and that we won.
But talk about
I was about to say, talk about yourself a little bit, because
Thank you, Matt.
Kareem went down. You're a rookie, 20 years old?
Yeah, 20 years
in
old.
In the NBA Finals, the first and only rookie to ever win Finals MVP. Talk to these people that didn't follow the game back then and what it was like and the numbers you put up.
Slid to the center, though. From point guard to center.
Well, you know, again, man, Kareem gets hurt in game 5. And so I get to the airport, everybody's head is down because Kareem can't play. I said, so what? Kareem can't play. We still gonna win.
Right.
And they looked at me like, rookie, go sit down. We can't beat Philadelphia without Kareem. I said, man, we gonna win this game. And they was like, we can't do it, Irvin. I said, so I gotta do something, Matt. I said, I gotta do something to get these guys going. So Kareem would always sit in 1A, that was his seat. So I asked the flight attendant, could I go on the plane first? So I went and sat in Kareem's seat, and as every Laker came by, I said, never fear, Magic is here. and they were like, this dude is crazy, you know? So they laughed. So I had 5 hours all the way flight from LA to Philadelphia to work on their mindset and attitude. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't think you're gonna win,
you lost already.
You're not gonna win.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. So I told him, man, we're gonna win this game. And so I told the coach, I'm gonna play center. He looked at me like, yeah, have you ever played center? I said, yeah, I played center in high school. He said, man, that was 2 or 3 years ago. I said, I'm gonna play center tomorrow against Caldwell Jones. So, long story short, you know, I scored 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists.
15
we ended up
rebounds.
winning the game. And it was a blessing, too. To be named NBA Most Valuable Player of the Finals was a true blessing, but to win the game.
Yes.
Again.
First and foremost.
All the other stuff don't matter.
Right.
Just win the game. So we won the championship. So that was my first one. And then I became the third guy ever in NBA history.
College,
Come out of
and
college.
back to back.
That's right, to go back to back. So it's a blessing. A lot of history.